Welcome to this week's edition of Wolves Weekly. I'm your host, Mark Colachico, the Director of Media Relations at Western Oregon University. I'm joined today by head football coach Arn Ferguson. Arn, how are we doing today?
Been better. We just got back from Azusa Pacific. Our kids had a really hard-fought game, and we had a field goal, makeable field goal, and we just had a finger hit it and blocked it. Otherwise, we would have won.
Talk a little bit more about that game. Tough loss to the number 24 team in the country at the time, Azusa Pacific, as you said, 19-18 on the unfortunate blocked field goal off of the foot of Jesse Carrera. But other than that, pretty good all-around game.
Their running back at Azusa is a 6'2", 240. I thought other than 4 plays, our defense did a phenomenal job, especially our front. I mean, Jeremy Moore had his best game of the season. Obviously, Craig Aikens had 10, 12 tackles as always. He's always around the football. But George Schwartzlanger and also our DT did a really nice job of really controlling the inside game, which was the main part of their deal. And offensively, we had receivers open. We had a lot of yards. Tyrell had a good game, obviously 130-some yards. Paul had 130-some yards. Danny Thomas came through, 4th down touchdown, run all over the place. And then we felt 3 or 4 touchdowns. We just didn't catch the ball or misplaced just by a little bit. And then obviously Bergman with 400 yards passing again. I believe this is 8 in his career against a team that forces you to throw the football. So we definitely felt I had our chances. We felt our team gained in one of the best games of the season. We just came down to some small plays and we weren't successful. And the big deal, Azusa is 24th in the nation, but they're 6th in their region. But when we played them, we're 5th in the region. The top 6 go to playoffs. So that gives you an idea of where we stand. And we just had numerous opportunities that we just need to play better.
And talk a little bit about Ryan's performance. As you said, 400 yards once again, second time this year that he's done that. And Tyrell Williams as well as Paul Revis both had over 130 yards receiving. Like I said, talk about those 3 guys, especially against Azusa Pacific being the nationally ranked team that they are.
Azusa skill players and overall team is their transition to Division II. Their university has made a concerted effort to really transition in a positive manner. We've had 3 really close games within the last 3, and before that, they first started the transition. Our team we felt was more physical. Now we felt we're definitely evenly matched, and the players that they bring off the bench, it seems like they just keep coming and coming. So they made a real good transition. Huge fan base there. I think we had like 6,000 people at the stadium. Fun environment. They had a DJ going all over the place. That was a really quality experience for our players, and I felt our players stepped up. We just need to make 2 or 3 more plays.
And now that we move on beyond the Azusa game, we look this week at Humboldt State, which will be a home game here at MacArthur Stadium at 1 p.m. Senior Day, lots riding on this. Humboldt's coming in as really the top team receiving votes this week, so technically 26th in the country. You guys have played them once this year down in Arcata, down at the Redwood Bowl. It was a tough loss to you guys, 34-16. What did you guys take, first of all, from that game, and then what are you looking for this weekend?
Down at Humboldt, which is also a fun place to play, we didn't feel like we played our best. It was a very physical game, which usually our games are with Humboldt, as we know. We just didn't play as well as we could have. We feel like we've gotten a lot better since then. We also feel like they've gotten better. They bring in 2 running backs that are one of the top 2 running backs in our conference, with a quarterback that does a really nice job of controlling the ball, and an inside receiver that is one of our top receivers in our conference also. So tremendous respect for their team overall. They're fast, they're big, they do a really good job of managing both offensively and defensively, and we're excited to have them at home. And as far as what future holds for Azusa or Humboldt, it all depends on this game. So we definitely will know that we'll see their best, and we're excited to send our seniors out with a home game in front of fans.
You talked about those seniors, Ryan, Tyrell, Craig Aiken. What have those guys been meant to this program during the time they've been here?
Well, first of all, they're really good people. They work hard. They're in the community. They do well in the classroom. They represent the university and football very well. but they're also one of the top players in our conference. There's no argument in that. I mean, Bergman having 8 400-plus yard games with no interceptions, no turnovers, was a very clean game. And then on a team that pressures you dearly as far as getting after you, you're throwing, getting after the quarterback. As far as last game, and then Tyrell, his big play ability is always there. He's getting better and better. We felt that he has opportunity to catch 3 or 4 more balls a game that really set him in that 200-yard mark, and we expect great things from him because we know he'll face a lot of man, a lot of very aggressive man. Humboldt does a really nice job with that, and Craig Akins. I mean, he's been starting as a true freshman, which is unheard of. And playing very well as a true freshman to a 4-year starter. We also now have him a backer a little bit, moving around. He had some great plays, running down the big running back. So his versatility at an end position, as a DT position, as a linebacker position, inside and outside. There's very few players that I've ever coached that have been this smart and this good.
And as we said, this weekend we'll end the home schedule for the Wolves. They'll have Humboldt State at MacArthur Field at 1 p.m. Be sure to be out there. It is senior day. Remember to wear black, support the Wolves, and we'll see you next week. As always, go Wolves!